Hey, moms, if you're trying to understand Gen Z, just remember lit means cool, bet means yes, cap means lie. Confused yet? Don't worry, so are we.
Hey daughters, if your mom doesn't know what a situationship is, this one's for you.
Welcome to episode 12
of the Juggle Is Real
a mom and daughter show
for parenting and mental health.
for moms and teens. So I'm Tanya, your resident Gen. What am I? I'm a Gen X. I'm a Gen X,
A
right?
boomer.
Yeah, I'm not a baby boomer. I'm a Gen X, and I'm still learning that I don't want Snapchat.
I'm Sabrina, and I'm the Gen Z co-host.
Trying to convince me of Snapchat.
Yeah.
And today we are so thrilled that we finally get to have two really important people on our show. Our relationship was critical to why we started the show. So I'm really excited to have Christiana and Luna on.
We are so happy to be here, and it just feels like an intimate conversation like we have all the time, full side.
Really full side. That's how it all started, right? Full side. Luna. I'm kidding. All right. So this is really cool. And I really feel like people thought I was making you two up because I said probably 7 episodes ago that we were going to have you. So I'm really grateful to have you both on. And this is really reminiscent because Christiana and we had a podcast in 2018 and we used to do this. And now it's super surreal to now have the girls on because Christiana, I don't know if you remember, the girls used to go talking about being imaginative, really using that imaginative realm. They used to go upstairs while you and I were recording and pretend they were recording the Dream Board Social Club podcast. And so, how
That
cool is
was
it
really
that you are here?
I love it. And it's like I remember Sabrina being like, "Hi, I'm Sabrina Saunders, your kid reporter." I know, embarrassing you. And you had your glasses on. Remember you didn't like
We did not wear glasses.
no,
No,
that's a
no.
different
No.
So, why we wanted to have you two on, obviously, we've been saying it for a long time, but I thought it would be really awesome to have you be a part of understanding how we can increase our communication better. Because again, why we started the show is for parenting and mental health for moms and teens. And a big part in helping and supporting mental health is about the communication. And so, what I thought would be really cool is if we go through and really understand our generational differences. I'm going to learn a lot about understanding my mom's generation and even before that, and then ours, but then dive deep into our two generations so we can increase our communication together. But before we start, we want our audience to get to, and I think that Sabrina and I are going to get to know both of you even deeper. We want to ask you 7 rapid fire questions. And I'm going to start by asking Christiana 7 questions, and then Sabrina's going to ask Luna. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. What's your go-to stress relief hack?
I would say definitely going to my Insight Timer app and just taking a break, a time out for myself, meditating, guided meditation.
Yes. Yes. I hope there's breath work on the app. Yes, I know there is.
And sometimes it's wine, Less
You-
fix. Can't lie.
I was thinking you would.
Depends on the time of the day. Can't lie.
If you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go?
I would go to Brazil to see my dad right now.
What's one thing you always say to your kids that you thought you'd never say?
Oh my God, that's a great question. Ooh, Tanya, can we pass on that one?
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, because I think everything I say, I imagine I would say when I was playing house when I was little,
Don't
Be
do anything
careful.
I wouldn't do.
Yeah, exactly. But I knew I was going to say that. So I can't think about that. You stumped me on that one.
Oh, I stumped Christiana.
That was good.
All right. What's your favorite part of your daily routine?
I think my favorite part is definitely waking up in the morning when the house is super quiet and I have my coffee and I'm reading something really, really uplifting to start my day. I start with prayer, I start with my coffee, and then I meditate and read something really positive. So that's really special for me every
I'm
morning.
not quiet.
Now no, when you sleep, it's fine. It's peaceful. When I'm not with you, it's peaceful for you too. I mean, that's right. You don't want me talking all the way.
Yeah. Love that.
What's a guilty pleasure TV show you'd never miss?
Yes.
I know.
Good. You together.
Beverly Housewives.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
me too.
love it.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. It's the real housewives of
Beverly
Beverly
Hills.
Hills.
Yes. What's your number one mom hack for keeping your sanity?
Friends. Friends, my friends like you who are parenting and are on the same boat and that we understand each other. We know that we're like our kids are amazing and not but and they do make their mistakes and having friends like you, my circle of really, really good friends help me understand like we're all going through this together. And yet I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying my best. Having friends like you really helps just level set. That's maybe not a hack, but it helps me tremendously.
Echo that. Okay, last question. If you could switch lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be?
Jordan.
Is Luna going to answer this for
Barbie for sure. I don't care yet. I would love to be Barbie.
how apropos that we saw the Barbie movie together.
Yeah. Don't judge people, but yeah, Barbie has a fabulous life. It's just smart. She's smart. I'm very myself.
Luna, are you ready?
Yes.
What's your current favorite TV show or movie that you're obsessed with?
Monsters.
What is
It's about Lyle and Eric Menendez.
It's a documentary.
If you could live anywhere in the world for a year, what would it be? Like where?
This is like basic.
Oh, wow. You know what we use? ChatGPT.
Oh, actually, I love that. I love that. Actually, I would rather live in Austria because my friend moved here from Austria and it sounds really fun.
Oh,
see, I wouldn't have known that about you. I thought you would have said Spain.
Okay. What's one thing you can't live without that's not your phone?
Yeah.
I love you.
Not in like friends in general. Yeah.
Okay. What's the most random skill or talent you have?
Wait, I don't. It's really you have to help me with this. I actually don't know.
Can I just say something like super gross? My friend, Kat, when we run together, she can blow her nose on the run like this. For anybody's watching YouTube, and like I'm just fascinated by it because it's pretty gross, but it's pretty skillful.
She cracks her knuckles, like not like here, but like she cracks them like right.
Everyone does that like this.
Right. Yeah. But like I
Okay.
can do that on one finger.
Okay.
not have that skill.
Oh, I know what I can do. Ready? Look at this, innit? See this thumb?
What? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, what's the
It's gonna
best?
get you into college.
Mother,
It's gonna
keep
get you
interrupting
into
me.
college.
What's the best advice you've ever received and who gave it to you?
I don't know. I don't really.
What doesn't kill you? Kelly Clarkson?
No, because my mom used to like say that to me when I was like 3.
Who said that?
My mom.
When she was little.
That sounds like something.
That's so interesting that you didn't know anything.
No, I don't think I told you that.
We have one brain cell together.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Wait, what? No, you have more than one brains altogether. Okay.
Share a brain.
Okay.
Back to that, but like, yeah, I could be a friend.
Oh, this is perfect. Okay, go ahead.
What's your idea of the perfect day off?
Okay, so first of all, we wake up and then go to Crumble Cookie. And then, huh?
Of course.
And then go take a day trip to, you know, the Chesapeake Bay Hotel we went to?
Yes.
That place.
There's so many activities there.
Yeah. And then go sleep.
Sleep over. You know,
Yeah.
it's fun to sleep over.
Sleep over.
Okay.
Oh, talking about that, can we have a sleepover tonight?
Okay. Okay.
My mom said yes.
Okay,
So-
go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
If you had to pick one song that describes you right now, what would it be?
Why are you laughing?
I just can't wait to see what you're gonna say.
Okay.
That I'll give it to you.
How do you feel right now? It depends how you feel.
Well,
I mean, it depends on like it's
This is like hard. I don't
these are hard questions. So like, it's what you're feeling right now.
Right now, I don't know.
Your
how I feel.
basic questions got
Yeah.
hard.
Okay.
Cat are my best
If you had to put
A song on right now, what would you pick right now?
That's a good way to put it.
and that's a different like question.
Timeless?
Yeah.
What song is that? Can you sing it? Like Cindy Lauper? Have you heard that song, Tanya?
I think you definitely hear it.
It's like rap.
you've heard it. Yeah, 100%.
New version? Timeless.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
I can't really hear it.
Timeless. Okay. Oh,
Oh, it's the back.
I
timeless.
can't hear it.
Well,
It's- Yes, okay, that's good because that was
Okay, anyways.
No, it's timeless.
yeah.
Like Timeless by Playboy Cardi and The Weeknd.
Okay, awesome. Actually, I'd love to ask Christiana, what would your idea of the perfect day off be?
it is waking up, like basically what I do every Saturday and Sunday, waking up, having my coffee, praying, meditating, maybe cooking together with Javier and Luna, having friends over at my house, lighting a fire, reading a book, taking a nap, and entertaining and just a slow, beautiful day. That would be my full of love, full of family and friends.
Beautiful. Maybe even add in another day at the Chesapeake Hotel.
Yeah, and even that too. Sure.
Perfect day off. Okay, so what I'd love to do now is so when we go deeper into our generation, specifically us Gen Xers and then the Gen Zers, let's just give a reference point so we can kind of understand how the cultures and the generations have started to shift over time. And so I'm going to start with the baby boomers, which is from 1946 to 1964. She thought I was a baby boomer. She
No.
actually asked last weekend, my husband and I,
No,
and
I knew you were a Gen X. It was a joke.
you really
Oh, okay.
It was a
You-
joke
you
to like
ticked
make
Dad
you
off.
sound old.
Dad actually was like, what? Okay, anyways, again, we're learning here, and I wanted to make it streamlined just so we can get a basic understanding of foundation. So, what our bestie ChatGPT offered was a stereotype of baby boomers is they're traditional, they're work focused, and they are resistant to change. An iconic example is get off my lawn neighbor, often seen as conservative, nostalgic, and unwilling to adapt to new technology or progressive values. A pop culture reference is the out of touch parent who insists on printed photos over digital ones or refuses to use texting. Okay, Christiana, can you offer us the Gen X, which is us?
Yeah, definitely. Gen X, I feel, is a really broad range. I mean, from 1965 to 1980, that's a long time. But stereotypes are cynical, independent. I guess we are seen as the slacker generation, which I don't see that at all.
Neither do I.
But like AI, ChatGPT, that
Stereotype.
the stereotype, I think that's completely wrong. The iconic examples are the Gen X rebel who grew up with MTV, the grunge music, the attitude, knowing for being self-reliant and skeptical of authority. That these are like examples. And then it says here pop cultural reference, the anti-establishment character in movies like Clerks or Reality Bites. I haven't seen any of those movies. So
Oh, Reality Bites? Wasn't there Winona Ryder?
Well, I never heard of that. But I'm sort of out of touch because I wasn't allowed to watch TV. Often depicted as disaffected worker or sarcastic burnout adult. Dude, that's pretty dismal.
Like,
I
really?
like
I've seen this
um,
with us. Okay, we're going to go on. Like, I don't feel this.
I don't feel that
at
at
all.
all.
All right.
Okay.
Sabrina, millennials?
Okay, millennials were born from 1981 to 1996, and their stereotypes are entitled, lazy, obsessed with social media, and quote, snowflake. I don't know what that means.
Have you heard of that? The snowflakes?
Just
Is it
like
like
they're
they're sensitive?
so yeah, they're so whimsy. Like they live like oh my gosh,
Okay.
like they're very overly sensitive.
Okay. An example would be the avocado toast lover, and it's portrayed as overly focused on self-care and balance. It sounds yeah.
About a millennial?
But you focus on self-care.
I guess I'm influenced.
Okay.
I mean, self-care is a
And that's
thing
like a bad thing.
beside.
No, I'm not done.
Okay, I know. Let's read it with you.
And then the pop culture reference is the side hustle culture, frequently seen as balancing multiple jobs and passions while craving constant validation.
Okay, Luna, tell us about Gen Zs.
Okay, wait,
Gen
let's roll.
Z, what year is that?
Okay. The Generation Z was born in 1997 to 2012. And then an often stereotype is they're all addicted to their phones. short attention spans, and overly politically correct. Iconic examples: the TikTok teen, known for viral trends, a preference for online communication, and a heavy reliance on social media for self-expression. Pop culture reference: the overly share who documents every aspect of their life on social media with little regards for privacy, often seen as highly aggressive and vocal about social justice issues.
Some parts of it is true.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Generation Alpha, that's my youngest, born 2013 to present. So, stereotype: tech obsessed, screen addicted, overly coddled. Iconic example: the iPad kid, who is growing up with technology from birth and expects everything to be immediate and digital, likely to be depicted as constantly online and immersed in virtual environments. I'm just laughing because he's downstairs right from
Yeah. They're playing Fortnite. They're playing Fortnite right now.
What do you say?
They're playing Fortnite right now.
Pop culture reference: the child who's more likely to know how to use voice activated assistants like Siri than how to write with a pencil, often imagined as completely tech dependent. Okay, so this is really funny.
That's
And
true.
I actually think so. I'm going to say this because obviously we're missing a lot of pieces here as we go deeper into our conversations. And specifically, we're going to go for you and I, because what we didn't talk about was what happened culturally for these generations to have these sort of behaviors and have these sort of attitudes. Like, so Vietnam War, like the Depression, all of that. And I'm not going to go into that because this isn't a history class, but just to give a reference here that generations are known by certain beliefs, certain attitudes, like keywords and qualities for a generation. And we didn't, again, talk about the culture, the environment that contributed to that. So we're going to talk about ours, though, right? And so what I wanted to do was talk about now these different areas of how we can really learn about each other and how that can help. What we want to do is enhance the making sense of why are like my perception's this way, your perception's this way, and vice versa, because how that supports mental health is really just learning to not be so judgmental and really having a wider lens on why you are the way you are and you have a wider lens on and vice versa, like that, right? And a lot of that has to do with, again, how our attitudes and beliefs are shaped, yes, by our family, but also by what's going on. Like, for example, the pandemic. That's a huge influence of how it's impacted us, right?
Mhm.
All right. So, what I was going to do was offer us this. Whoever's watching YouTube is going to see there's a lot of paper here. Okay. It's just how we're trying to stay structured. And something really complicated as this: generational perceptions and stereotypes that we talked about for Gen X and for Gen Z. What do you think is true? What do you think is like? I'll say for me, and Christiana, I'd love for you to bring yours up too. I knew how I grew up. It wasn't a question that I was going to go to college, right? I knew I was going to go to college. I knew I needed to have a secure and stable job. You work for 40 years and then you retire. You want to meet a partner, you want to have kids, you want the house with a white picket fence, right? That was really the mentality: owning a home. That's a sign of success and achievement.
I agree. I mean, I think both of us came from parents who were immigrants to this country. So I think that adds another level of what we went through with parents who were not Americans by birth
Yeah.
and the baby boomers. So, like, I grew up, I was not coddled at all. I was brought up with lots of love, but it was very tough love. And I'm grateful for that now that I'm 50 years old. I'm grateful for that. And there was no question, like, it was going to be straight A's because that's what I was capable of. So they always set the bar very high for me because they knew that I was capable of that. And that has been passed on to me. But Luna, if she weren't capable of that, I would not give her that pressure. And she knows she's capable. So, like, just setting the bar high and not coddling me or my brother, and work hard, play hard. And I'm really, really grateful for that. So, in terms of the Generation X, like, again, I don't know, maybe because I wasn't raised by 100% American parents. I personally don't think that the Generation X was accurate in the description because I don't feel like I'm a slacker or actually anybody that are in my circle of friends are slackers. I don't see that as Generation X at all. Quite the contrary. I see it as like work hard, play hard, do whatever it takes. When we were in our 20s, it's like do whatever it takes to get to the next level, not whatever it takes. But, like serve the coffee, do the photocopies. We were not above anything.
Nor coddled.
Right.
Anything. Yeah, absolutely. And the only thing that I want to add about the way, and I don't know if it was that generation or if it was just like my individual experience with my own family, I didn't have as many activities as like these kids now. Like
Yeah.
we ate dinner together pretty much every day, and it was an expectation. And so activities rarely got in the way. The activities that I did were quickly after school. So I didn't have a lot of travel sports. That was the way that my experience was
That's
growing
a
up.
great point. That's a great point. We were not overscheduled. We had time to breathe. We had time to do our homework. We had time to just watch TV. Well, I wasn't allowed to watch TV, but just have that time off.
Yes.
Beautifully. And I
A
think
lot
that's
of
healthy.
What about you two? And you guys, I'm just going to say, so sorry about the dog noise in the background, but that's just how it
Real
is.
life.
That's how it is in the Juggle Is Real show. We have 2 dogs. So, Sabrina, Luna, what do you guys think about those? I wanted to know, I feel like in your generation, like the Starbucks should be in there, like the PSL. Is that?
Uber Eats. Uber Eats.
They did Uber Eat.
Do you think that was accurate, girls?
I felt I thought it was like kind of accurate. I mean,
Yeah. I think
but
TikTok is like really popular, obviously. Same with Snapchat, Instagram, like all social medias. But it's definitely a stereotype that everyone's like addicted. I think obviously some people are addicted, but it's not always like that.
Do you think that some people are addicted?
Yeah.
They're not-
Yeah.
It's fair.
mhm.
Yeah. You know what's interesting here too, and I don't mean to pop back over the Gen X, but I will. As I was doing my research, and we didn't talk about this because, again, key social factors that impact the generation is that after the baby boomers, and then for us, Christiana, that became like the rise of the dual income households,
Oh, yeah.
which is a huge influence in how it shaped how I am with my own husband. And then for you all, obviously, the millennials was a digital revolution. But for the Gen Zers, what was your key social factor?
I mean, and you guys, and Sabrina and Luna, you were born like both your parents work. Like that's normal for you all. My mom didn't work. I mean, she did until she had me and then she wanted to be a full-time mom. So that was like my normal. But for you guys grew up like, of course you're going to work. It's just a different concept. But I mean, the whole technology thing for you all, I think that hard for my generation, your mom's generation to sometimes be like, oh my God, you're addicted to your phone. I'm going to take away your phone or look outside, be present. But I try to understand that that is your normal.
Mhm.
Again, difficult because we don't want your brain to rot. But we also understand that that's the way you guys communicate
Yeah,
with
but I
each
also
other.
think that, like,
It's hard.
every time, let's pretend you said something but I didn't hear,
Mhm.
and then you always like blame it on the phone.
I blame
But
it-
it's
yeah.
not always the phone. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I'm like, oh, because you were on your phone.
Yeah.
Which is actually why we started the show, right? Because you thought the punishment for why we started the show when you snuck the boys in and lied was take the phone away. And I was like, that's not going to solve the actual root of what it was,
Mhm.
right? Okay, so we're actually talking about technology now. So let's go deeper onto technology. And so, really, for you guys to understand, and this isn't to be like, okay, this is how it was, but like we had the dial up phone. So I wasn't always connected to the phone.
Have you
And-
seen the dial-up phone?
Have you-
Sabrina?
You said
I know. Yeah.
that one, or is it this one?
Yeah, it's been the open. Like, you had to
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
you had
I
to
know,
wait. Dial one, Sabrina, and you'd be like,
I know what it is. The point that's
Yeah, to
that's
work
a lot
for
of
it.
work. That's a lot of work.
you know,
But the point is that we weren't always connected to it. And it is now so wild to me that so we didn't have it at school, right? And so I feel the technology has impacted your communication because when you come into a room, and I'm guilty of this too, people are just like staring at their phone. If you go to a bus stop, people are just staring at their phone. So there's no eye contact. It's a
Mhm.
constant distraction, and it's an easy out to even have like conversations, deeper conversations.
Also like a security blanket because like
Yeah.
if you're uncomfortable, like if I'm there by myself waiting for Javier at the bar and like, I don't know where to look. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's also like that security blanket where sometimes it's okay to sit with the discomfort. Sometimes it's okay to be like, oh, I'm feeling very awkward. But the phone is
Yeah, it's
like
like
I
you look less awkward.
right. I default to that. I can't, and I'm a grown woman.
Yeah, people used to have a book when they used to
Oh
eat out
yeah.
at the restaurant. So how do you think that this impacts your communication? Because now you know the difference because
Well, it makes
thankfully
everything
this
faster.
what, to
Yeah,
text?
like
Yeah.
it's the only way like you can communicate really, because like it's not like I'm gonna go and send a letter to Sabrina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
You know?
Mhm.
So you get both. You also FaceTime Sabrina. Like you don't just text her, right? You
Okay.
guys FaceTime.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
You guys
that's much
talk.
easier.
Okay.
Also, texting's boring. It's just, I don't know.
That's
You like,
interesting.
because I like face-to-face con.
Yeah, and I hate just calling the
Yeah,
regular.
that's a no.
So you like to FaceTime.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
So
FaceTime.
girlfriends, but with guys, it's
Texting.
No.
like messages
FaceTime
on.
still. It's still FaceTime.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
That's huge. That actually makes me feel
Right.
better because there's so much communication that happens in your face, right? And
Mhm.
in your body posturing. So actually really
Well, that's
supportive to
okay.
understand that
Yeah.
you are.
Because, like, when it's just texting and then you hang out with a guy, it's
Mhm.
gonna be really awkward. But if you FaceTime, and then, like, it's not gonna be as awkward because you guys already know how to talk face to face instead of just over a screen.
Oh,
It was like, oh, I leave you messages on Snapchat, all that. Because
No, it's not. It's not always that. See, that's another stereotype.
exactly.
That's another stereotype. Like it's not always Snapchat either.
yeah,
okay. So actually, this is super helpful. So now let's move on to that.
Okay.
Social media platforms. What's your favorite social media platform?
Well, I only have one, so
that
Instagram.
Sabrina has an Instagram under my account, so I can pop back and forth, and I see the pings. I honor your privacy, but there's
I'm
some.
not hiding anything.
Well, that's great, but it's nice to know that I have the capacity to be able to see it. And then, what about you, Luna?
I have Instagram. I mean, I have Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I have everything.
Facebook.
yeah,
do?
but
It's a
do?
joke.
Max.
It's a joke.
Okay, so then on Instagram, you can communicate on DMs. What is Snapchat for? Like, why do you want to have communication
Because-
with Snapchat?
It's basically like FaceTime, but it's just sending pictures of where you are, and it's another source of communication. And like
Yeah.
when I had a private account, and I only added people that I knew, and I only really snapped like 5 people.
I don't know if you know this, but we were like, I was driving a friend of Luna's to the mall, and then she's like, hold on, let me see who's at the mall. And then she just basically like, was that Snapchat?
Yeah.
And so she pulled up Snapchat and she knows exactly who's at the mall.
So basically, on Snapchat,
That's only if you share your location.
But I don't want, okay, if I were your age,
I never had my Snapchat on.
Yeah, I
I
never did
want
either.
anybody, like,
Yeah.
I don't want people to know where I'm at, but I think that's so
Yeah.
interesting. And I'm going to be honest, and I think that's so freaking weird because why would I want people knowing where I'm at?
Well, if
think
you
it's
only added people that you knew and that you were close to.
Okay, well, that
Right.
makes sense. Like, with my besties. Okay.
You don't have to turn it on either. You can go
Yeah.
on, what is it called? Ghost mode. And
Yeah.
then
I almost feel like that's sort of dangerous.
Yeah, I think that would be super dangerous. So then, can I ask a question? So now that they're trying to push because of this mental health crisis that we all know about, right? And it really impacted during the pandemic. How do you guys feel if you were to have your phone? They're recommending not until 14 at least. Like my youngest, who's 11,
He's
I'm
gonna
f-
get
I'm-
so mad if he does
I'm-
not
I'm-
get a phone.
I'm holding off. I mean, he has a smartphone. I mean, a smartwatch. And it's hard to not really take into account the information that is out there and what you see, how it's impacting children.
Mhm.
I mean, they've had to take it away from the schools. There's obviously so much of I'd say, a negative impact that phones are having that why wouldn't I try to support the change back into a limitation of that?
But it's also not true, or like, because I don't agree like having your phone out in class, but then also taking it away and putting it in a pouch locked up all day. when I have no source of communication, like to you, if like a lockdown drill happened because my school is in the middle of a city or whatever, and we had a lockdown situation last week. I If my phone was away, I would have no communication to you. Like that's not very comforting. Like
I don't know how
yeah.
you are, Christian, but that's a hard one. I mean, I understand that, but I didn't have a phone. There was something that was like at school again. So it's been done before. And then there are ways to be, and I'm not saying that I'm the right way. I'm just trying to wrap my head on like what would be. I mean, I know that school shootings happen. I mean, I know that there is a lot of scary things that can happen. So is that why to have that sense of security? Because there's other ways to have that security. I get alerts all the time from
About
a phone, regardless if you get it. I get it from the school. That's like immediate. It's like we know if you have like a smartphone that we get a alert right away when a child is missing. Like we all get it. You know those.
How are we supposed to communicate to you?
yeah, obviously, like we want to communicate with you guys because like we love you, whatever. But
I know you love me.
okay, Mitchell.
That's true. I do. And I love you. God forbid anything happens. We know we love each other.
Okay, but also in most of my classes, I have to put it in either a pouch or just leave it in my backpack.
Yeah.
And that works. Like I'm not on my phone.
Exactly.
Has that helped you guys? Has that helped?
No,
Well,
I don't.
at
Yeah,
my school, there isn't a restriction unless it's like for middle school. I mean, like you're not allowed to have it out, or else it goes to the office for the rest of the day.
Oh,
For
okay.
yours?
Like you also pay for it once you take your test.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So it's also like a learning opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So back to like how Caleb wants a phone. I didn't get a phone until like what? Was I? How old was I? Was I 14 or 13?
Wait. Maybe last
It was
year. You
8.
got a phone number in 8th grade, I think. I think she got a phone number in 8th grade, or maybe 7th grade. Maybe it was a year before Lucas. Lucas got it in 8th grade. But again, that was how many years ago? 9, 10, and look, it's 5 years ago. And that's a long time. Like he was the last of the Mohicans to get the phone. But I will say that he, he's different than Luke because Lucas loves technology.
Mhm.
Love technology. And so and he was a little bit more, he was more, I guess he was like more quiet. I don't think he's an introvert, but he's more quiet. So I didn't want him to be with the phone and not put himself out there. Whereas like I feel that Luna, she likes her phone and she likes technology, but
Yeah, I'm not addicted. I don't think. Like
I'm not
you
saying
tell me.
I'm not
But
saying Lucas was addicted either. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it depends on the child.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Absolutely.
So I just checked. I got it in 2023, which is last year.
Last year.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm holding off on Caleb.
Yeah.
He's the iPad generation, anyways, right? So
But
like,
he can communicate on his iPhone.
Yeah.
He can communicate, which I think is good.
Yeah, but I think that also, like, I bet so many of his friends are and stuff already have phones, like at his age, and it's like he probably feels like left out or something like that, just because he doesn't have a phone. Because that's how I felt. Like everyone was like, "Oh, can I add you to the group chat?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't have a phone," you know.
You don't have a phone number.
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know,
how did it make you feel?
like just like left out.
Yeah. That's how Sabrina feels about Snapchat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the first week of school, everyone's like,
What's your
let me
Snap?
get
"Your
your
snap."
And then you're like, I don't have it. I don't have
Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't have it. And
Then do they ask why? Why not, bro? Why not?
No, they don't really ask why.
yeah, they don't really ask why. Or I just like, I don't have it. Like,
I'm not just like, oh, I'm
My
not.
mom doesn't let me have it.
yeah, that's what I said.
I always tell Luna, just blame me.
So, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I have a really good friend, Miss Sherry, who says her daughter, who you actually
Mhm.
really admire, said that she's very grateful now that she didn't have it. And I know it's hard to future cast your gratitude, but I
Yeah.
do think that there are skills that you are developing, which is what I always say. It's never about resources or communication. It's about being resourceful. All right. So let's go on to this next one. So
I think you guys don't want us to have Snapchat. Like, I'm not actually curious. Like, I don't understand.
I don't honestly, I just don't know anything. I'm gonna give my answer. I'm sorry, Christiana, to cut you off. I don't know anything about Snapchat. I didn't like what happened this past summer, and I just feel like there are other ways of communicating. You definitely have a
Mhm.
phone. You definitely have you have a school computer.
But it has everything's restricted on it except for like
Well, not your phone.
APS.
Well, not your phone.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
like then I only have
Well,
Instagram and
I just don't know like anything about it, which like okay, I respect. But you could get like a Snapchat account, you know?
That's what
My my
Miss did.
my thing is that I just don't understand why would you want to use an app that things get deleted on immediately. So my mind directly goes to what are you like? I'm not gonna lie, what are you hiding?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you guys are hiding anything. I know you guys
Mhm.
are amazing girls, but like that's where my brain is trained to go because I'm a mom. So I'm like, what are they hiding? And like, what are they sending boys or what are boys sending them?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No,
But like yeah, like
I don't want
but
like
no, I would never do that.
I don't like it seems like very like why would you want to be in a platform that things erase? That's all I'm saying. And I guess
But like if you only add people that you know and
okay, so I get it.
Okay.
So I get it because like now I'm thinking, and but Tanya, like so this talking out loud like this now is like so helpful for me, guys, because I'm thinking out loud. Like you could delete things on Instagram. People can send things to them. Like it could be the same thing. Like you have things that like even on WhatsApp and probably in messages that like poop and it erases too. So I guess it's like
Okay.
I'm stuck to the Snapchat. Oh, it's so bad. But like that could be on any platform.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. This is why we're having the conversation. So we'll get back to that and we'll see. Okay.
okay.
All right.
So we're
All right.
they're leaning towards it, Luna.
Like just different
No, but I
perspectives.
think that also
Again, this is why we're having the conversation. I
So
would
then-
be like, no.
But then we can all have like a little group chat on Snapchat.
Okay. Let's go on to this next question. All right, Luna, what's something you wish the older generation, which I guess the older generation would be your mom and I, understand about how girls express themselves today?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I don't want to say social media because that's not like true for everyone. But I think definitely like for example, you like if I'm out with my friends like a lot, like for 2 days, then you won't let me go out like for the third night or something. But like I feel like girls need to like be with their friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I this ain't gonna sound rude, but like I'd rather hang out with my friends than you. It feels like I don't know, like they understand me more. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Punish.
No,
I just kidding.
like
No, I
it's
totally
just
agree. I
something
totally
that,
agree. honey.
like,
Of course.
like Sabrina understands
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
wouldn't
No,
understand.
that I don't.
There's
And I
something
don't
that I-
want to. Yeah, I don't
Sabrina
want
knows.
exactly. Of course, 100%. And I respect that. Of course, I think that
Yeah.
you would not be normal if you want to hang out with mommy all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, that's healthy. Yeah, and 100%.
What about you?
That I feel like very closed off. Just like to talk about like how I'm feeling. Like I only talk to 3 people about how I'm really feeling. Like Luna's one of them. And then like my pen people I can talk to that are like my age.
Wait, okay, so let me read this question again. 'Cause I'm trying to understand it. What's something you wish the older generation understood about how girls express themselves today? So Luna is saying that the girls need connection,
Mhm.
which I get that too. But you're just saying, oh, so it goes along
Yeah.
with what Luna's saying is because you feel closed off, that you want to only just talk to those
Yeah.
tight girls. So you want to be with those
Mhm.
close friends. Okay. All right.
And
Christian.
you don't understand why I say no. Like when she's going out like 3 nights in a row, I'm like, Luna, you went out last night. So
Yeah, but like if I'm feeling fine, if I'm like I'm not tired or anything, and that's fine. You know?
If the grades are good.
I remind her, yeah, if the
Yeah.
I remind her you are 15, you're still in ninth
Yeah.
grade. Like, you know, we have to pace ourselves.
Oh wait, no, okay, let's go to that one. Like, what does age have to do with something?
With more age, you get more privilege. Absolutely.
So like when I turn 16, like
My curfew will be later.
I don't really have a curfew. I just have to tell my parents what time I'm being home.
Like, you
That's
don't have a curfew?
That's true. It's true. You just
My curfew was so early on Halloween, bro.
There's a reason.
I just
Well,
want
it's like if I have a ride
I just
home.
want you to know it.
What
You
time
have
is
a
it?
curfew.
What time is it?
Well, it depends on the situation.
See,
The fact
exactly.
that
I
I'm
don't
glad-
have a
I'm
curfew.
really
but
glad we're
this
clearing this up. Okay.
Then me
So
too.
great. I love
And,
this.
and not for time, and just, honoring everybody's time and then not to cut everybody off. I'm going to ask Miss Christiana, what is one way you think we've evolved as a generation compared to how we were raised?
Oh my gosh. I love this question. I definitely think we've evolved where I think we listen more, our children, and we try to seek understanding. I know Sabrina and Luna, you may not think that, but we really try. Like behind the scenes, your mom and I are sharing things and talking about things and collaborating and trying to reach an understanding of where you all are at and trying to understand like this change between the way our parents raised us and we are raising you all is a big change. This whole technology, the phones, everything like that is a really, really big change that we didn't navigate. Our parents did not navigate it. So we don't know. So this is like all uncharted territory. So I feel like we've evolved in terms like that. We are trying, like having conversations like this with us. We wouldn't, no, it was what the parents say. There's no discussion. It was like, and I do appreciate that because that's respect, but I can have respect with Luna. Luna can respect me and we can still talk about things. So I feel that's how we've evolved. And anytime she crosses that line, I tell her that she's crossing the line, that I am her mother or her dad. If she gets that, she doesn't get that. You're normal. You're going to like not try, but unintentionally cross the line. So that conversation, the open conversation, Luna shares a lot with me. I know she doesn't share everything with me, and that's okay. That's why she has her friends. But I never shared. But I didn't share a lot of.
I definitely agree with that because I feel like in the times too, we really leverage this whole being mindful and open-mindedness and how things are changing. And that really just wasn't a thing or a movement like, with our own parents. So this idea of, again, just having this communication, being open to change is something that I see very, very different from how I was similar to you. It's just like whatever my parents said, that was it. Like it really just it was not open to communication. I'll just say that.
Especially as a girl, like, just like, polite. Be polite. And like, you can be polite and you can say your point.
So speaking of communication, again, I'd love to go on language. And I think this is where we're going to end. So that way we're going to come back just honoring, because I feel like everybody's will reflect on what we've talked about already. And we'll go perhaps even a little deeper into more stereotypes and even just, again, learning to bridge it. But what I'd love to do is to offer, let's bridge the language right now. First of all, let's go with the slang, the first slang, situationship. Okay, what's the situation?
Okay, a situationship is like if you like someone and you guys are talking and you've been out a couple of times, but it's like not official yet.
Oh,
So it's like a situationship.
okay.
How does it become official?
Will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my
Oh,
boyfriend?
you still do that? You still do that? You guys still do that?
Oh, half the time it's over text.
That's going to have to be one whole episode.
Oh, I love a whole nother alphabet. This is I'm learning so much.
Okay, ready? Lit.
It's like fire. It's like fire, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what that means in our generation?
What?
You're drunk.
Fire?
Lit.
Oh,
Lit.
lit?
You're lit.
Oh, you're lit.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I'm getting
Christina,
lit
you're right.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually makes sense. I guess somebody still says that.
Yeah.
Getting lit tonight.
See?
Okay. Fam.
Family.
Why? But why?
Because it's shorter and it's like quicker as
Okay.
text.
All right. Bet.
Yes.
You want to go to Gaines?
Bet.
Oh, my. Yeah.
No cap.
No lying. McDonald's.
Exactly.
How is that? Like, what is
Dead
that?
hot, dead butt.
I don't get that one at all. Do you get that one, Christian?
But hold on a second. But like, remember Valley Girl speak?
Yeah.
Like, there was Valley Girl speak back then. I guess it's like Valley Girl speak.
Okay. Drip. I do like that.
Style.
Yeah. Like
It's kind of old, though.
drip is style. Like drip
Yeah.
or drop. They do that at Virginia Tech.
Drop?
Drip or
Oh,
drop. They'll show an outfit and they'll say drip or they'll say
Oh, okay.
flex.
Like,
You're flaunting.
yeah.
Like bragging. Okay. Slay.
Wait. It's kind of like.
It's basically like,
girl.
yes, girl.
With a YAS. Yes,
Huh?
queen.
Yes.
Yas, queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yas.
Yas.
Y-A-S.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yep.
yes? Is yes, but it's yas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's sus?
Like suspicious.
How would you use it?
Sus?
Yeah.
Sus.
If I was like hiding a secret or something, Luna would be like, "You're acting sus."
Yeah,
I'd be like, yeah, you can have Snapchat. I'll be like, she's acting sus.
yeah, exactly.
What?
Okay.
Maybe I don't understand.
That does not make sense.
Because I'm not going to do it. And I'm actually like, acting like I'm into it. And
Yeah,
okay.
I was just capping.
Okay.
Vibe. That's not right.
Vibe is just vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Liddy.
It's basic. Yeah. See? I told you that one's in. Lit's out.
Lit out?
Liddy. Like that's Liddy.
Okay.
Liddy.
What is that?
It's lit. But it's just Liddy.
Can you
But
make
it's better.
Like Liddy is
better.
Are
Wait,
you and I the only person that use it though?
Maybe,
Okay.
but I like it better.
Okay, y'all. FOMO. That was in there.
Okay, FOMO is just like fear of missing out.
I
Yeah.
use that.
It's old.
We
Yeah.
use that.
That's not. I don't think that's very like slang.
YOLO.
We use
Live once.
Tea.
Oh, I love
It's
tea.
like gossip.
I love tea.
Yeah, gossip.
I like to spill the tea. What is Stan?
But I didn't even know what that one was.
Stan?
Yeah. Did you say bra? I didn't know what that was.
Did I say that?
I don't know. Okay, mood. Mood.
Dude, it's just like big mood.
Then-
Big
no,
mood.
Big, big mood, little mood.
Okay.
I like love English. I'm like, what are you using a sentence?
Shook.
Wait, I don't really use that.
I don't use that.
Like,
Surprised.
Yeah,
Savage.
A beast.
yeah, like crazy.
yeah.
Period. T.
No, it's like period.
You're
What is it?
It's like,
like Sabrina. Sabrina be like, oh, I'm gonna go get my second piercing.
I'm gonna go get my second piercing.
Period.
Yeah, like something
Oh.
exciting.
Okay. Bop.
It's like if you're talking, if you like hop around, you know,
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, bae.
like babe,
Why don't you just say babe?
because that's like kind of cringe.
It's okay, what's okay. Catch hands.
I didn't know what that
I
was.
don't know what that is.
Okay, and this is what I've always wanted to know. Okay. When you hear the word bruh, what does it mean to you?
Like bro,
Yeah, like bro, like bro.
Is it casual?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's in my vocabulary. It's like in almost every sentence.
Okay. And then how do words like boss babe make you feel?
Boss. Makes me feel weird. Like I would not want anyone to say that to me.
Please, that's weird.
Like boss babe.
Oh,
No.
interesting, Christiana.
I know.
Yes, Ben.
Okay, just so you know, and I think it's in a millennial generation, they think those words are empowering.
They don't
Boss babe.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just like if somebody said that to me, I would be like,
But I think they would. I would think that they were weird.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Okay, boss babe.
Okay. All right. So last question, actually 2 questions. All right. Is there something you now understand better about us?
Sort of.
Sorta. Like what?
guess.
Like what? I understand the
Well.
Snapchat. Okay.
Yeah. But like I understand like where you guys are coming from. But then also
How is
like,
that?
like I don't know, from a parent perspective, I guess. So like if we want to like gain back the trust, we just have to like try over and try like I don't know.
yeah, there's no way to like gain back trust.
Like unless you let us try like having Snapchat again. Like we're not gonna grow from that situation.
Back to Snapchat now. This is super interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're-
What do you, Luna? Same.
Yeah, same thing. I feel like you can't gain back trust unless like
A second chance.
unless you get a chance to do, like show it. Yeah.
Okay. So then, last question. If you could give one piece of advice to another mother-daughter duo, what would it be to help bridge the gap of communication?
Just
Like
like
a lot of things that you can tell your mom that you think you can't tell her.
yeah.
Just
Just
a
like
lot of girls like hide things about like boys or like stuff. But like
yeah.
she's gonna understand. You just have to like
Yeah. I just feel like you just need to have like a sit down conversation and like where no one gets mad, even if it's like
They need to have their own podcast.
Yeah. I mean, we've
yeah.
been there before. We've been in your shoes, right? Like every mom has been your age, so I agree with you.
Yeah. Like,
it can be casual too.
Hey, sit down. Let's sit down. Let's talk about this issue.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you both for being on the show. I don't feel like this feels complete yet. I'll say that. I feel like we definitely need to dive into another one. If you so will accept our invitation.
Talk all
And,
night. It's been so fun.
and Serena has a quote that she wants to end with. 1 minute left.
Okay. It's Genesis 17:7. God makes an everlasting covenant with the person and their descendants.
God makes an everlasting covenant with a person and their descendants. What do you think that means?
It's like, I don't know, like a covenant is like a promise between person and God. And so it's like families forever.
Families forever. And
Fam forever.
I think, and I really do believe for me, like this everlasting covenant and with the person and their descendants, we get to learn from the wisdom of the people that come before us. And it really creates like this healing and a prosperity forward. That's what I
Mhm.
would add to that.
Sure.
Uh,
Okay.
anything that you both would like to add? Thank you so
I
much.
just thank you so much. And this has been, I feel like, of course, Sabrina, I know you for a very long time and I said Luna too, but these conversations are so powerful that it just gives me a different perspective. So it's very valuable today. And it's priceless. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
ladies. I feel so
Thanks.
grateful.
And take two on Snapchat. We will see.
See you next week.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for
Bye.
being here.